Cardinals season. Today we are playing the Indianapolis Colts. So if you would please hit that like so you guys never miss an upload. And here we go. Let's scout players. Backups in and letting these guys rest for a week. I might give them the last 2 weeks off, as we have to play in the wild card game. Upgrade plays. Ooh, Michael Dogby. I might have to bring him back. He's at a 70. He's at a 60. Not bad. Not bad at all. Staff. 3 passing TDs. I can do that. Let's try to get like some picks. Pick off twice. Because I need to get some picks with Byron Murphy. Signed Gardecki. Wait, did I? Yeah, I already signed him. Got him for 3 years, and the rest of these guys can go, depending how AJ does, because I think he will start to regress soon. Ooh, a Christmas game. I forgot we play them on Christmas Eve. This is going to be good. He needs 3 more picks to tie it, 4 more to
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special Christmas night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason.
Okay, here we go.
In one piece.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his third season in the National Football League.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first.
Oh, hang on. There's one guy I got to put back on the starting position. Pittman. He's playing his own team. So.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the
fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the
touchdown.
Chase Edmonds with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Colin Kaepernick.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
right? 2 touchdown passes last week. 2
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This
put Kaepernick back into retirement.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to.
And on his first carry, he loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws.
Touchdown! Michael Pittman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player.
So I'm guessing Carson Wentz got hurt.
Here, 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two. I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opting to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. Now Kaepernick. That's into the hands of Pascal. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kaepernick now to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here. But then
Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point good by Prater, and it is 28-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To throw, Kaepernick. A good throw here, finding Pascal. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Wow, Buffalo's 4-10.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, well, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
A look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 5 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. Now Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. On third down, it's Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. As he'll punt it away for the second time. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. A big reason why they've been so successful. This defense hasn't been able to contain. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
Absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Wiggles free, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
He'll air this one out for Kirk. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. It's Mack. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Julian Blackman bringing him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. And nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
I really need to go to the bathroom, my bad.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 yards
Marcus
to loss,
Golden
2nd and
back.
12.
This defense is really
From
fooling
the
around in the
injury.
first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get
I still
started.
can't believe that.
Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
Yeah,
right?
he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Now down inside the 20. They'll roll him out right. He's got Green. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Nice.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. And now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on Cleveland traveling up to Lambeau to take on the Packers, and then later, Indianapolis taking on Arizona. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. Then, on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas weekend with a great one in the NFC East. Washington and Dallas at 8:20 Eastern Time. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Middle of the field, he finds
That's one pick.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Kaepernick going to throw. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And he finds Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards for number 11. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. He continues to have a big big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense for forcing that incompletion?
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught on the slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Edmonds. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovered. Touchdown for Arizona. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more.
Don't sign Colin Kaepernick to your team in Madden.
Hasn't he?
This will happen.
Hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Then you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. To throw is Kaepernick. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hines. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. We are off to Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Dude, that could have been it.
It's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Kaepernick again. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Draw play, Edmonds. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost 2 and it brings up 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. Dancing to his left. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a 4th. On their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a throw. Complete right side to. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now Kaepernick. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he'll come on and kick for a 6th time tonight. Much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 1st down, Edmonds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down now, Edmonds. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. Wow, 213 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Edmonds. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Edmonds. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. Edmonds. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Edmonds. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. They get 7 there, but he brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's more on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Murray now to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Pittman with a great grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there. A big
Why
one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Murray again, this is Connor, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times. They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
You don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
The second in the NFL interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to... a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just handed their totals.
There's just about a minute left in this game. They're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He's got Doyle. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets them.
Oh, boy, this is good. Left in Arizona. I used to like that guy. He used to be one of my favorite players. Against Dallas. Thank you guys for watching. Please